Well, we are learning that the Liquorgate saga in which Arvind Kejriwal was supposed to be produced before the Rouse Avenue court has already begun. Now, Sunita Kejriwal, wife of the Delhi Chief Minister who is currently under ED's custody, is also present inside the court. We'll bring you more details about what exactly is happening there on the ground, the updates that we have received from a correspondent there at the Rouse Avenue court. But for now, the big update as far as the Liquorgate policy scam case is concerned and relation of Delhi Chief Minister who is currently under ED's custody is concerned. He has already reached the court and the hearing has already started. We have CNN News 18's Anshul Singh joining us on the broadcast to bring us more details and updates about this particular case. Anshul, what details are you receiving from the court? Has the hearing begun? Also, what are the updates about Delhi Chief Minister and the extension that the ED is seeking about his custody?
So yes, as reported by CNN News 18, the Enforcement Directorate is asking for the judicial custody of the Delhi Chief Minister. Remember, in PMLA cases, a maximum of 14-day police custody can be granted, out of which 10 days have already been exhausted by the Enforcement Directorate. So the way forward for the Enforcement Directorate is to make sure that they have a requisite amount of custody in their hand, if at all they want to go ahead and confront Arvind Kejriwal with the other accused in this matter. Remember, 10-day custody has already gone by. The Delhi Chief Minister has been asked several questions regarding this entire alleged scam that has happened out here in the national capital. Remember, there were 5 mobile phones that were seized from the residence of Delhi Chief Minister, out of which one was opened on the very day he was arrested. That belonged to the wife of Delhi Chief Minister, that is Sunita Kejriwal, whereas the Enforcement Directorate needed to open the remaining 4 phones. Out of that 4 phones, 3 phones have already been unlocked, whereas the password of 1 phone has still not been given by the Delhi Chief Minister. And now the Enforcement Directorate is informing the court at this point in time that this has been done deliberately by the Chief Minister, and he has not shared the password of that iPhone that belongs to the Delhi Chief Minister himself. So the Enforcement Directorate at this point in time is asking him to be sent to judicial custody because the Enforcement Directorate feels that he would be required, that the agency would require to interrogate the Delhi Chief Minister further during the future course of interrogation, and hence they want to keep a limited amount of time in their hands so that they could eventually go ahead and ask from the court for that amount of time. Now, what is happening at this point in time as we are standing right outside the Rouse Avenue court is that the Enforcement Directorate is still maintaining that the Delhi Chief Minister is still not cooperating with the investigation. He continues to remain evasive of the questions that has been asked to him, and that is the reason why the Enforcement Directorate has gone ahead and told the court that he should be sent to a 15-day judicial custody.
Anshul, I apologize to interrupt you over there. The big update which is coming in is that the extension period has been given to the ED. The judicial custody is now going to be till April 15. So a major setback for the Aam Aadmi Party, specifically to the Delhi Chief Minister, that the ED who was seeking judicial custody for to be extended for 15 days, they have got the permission. Now Arvind Kejriwal has been sent to the judicial custody till April 15. Anshul continues to stay with us on the broadcast. Anshul, more update, the setback that has came into Delhi Chief Minister's way.
So yes, the Delhi Chief Minister has now been sent to 15-day judicial custody, which means that he would be lodged in Tihar jail. Remember, in Tihar jail itself, Manish Sisodia, Satyendra Jain, Sanjay Singh, K. Kavita have all been lodged in Tihar jail in the same matter itself. Now today, the Delhi Chief Minister would also be sent to Tihar jail. Now, what are the options that are left with the Delhi Chief Minister? The Delhi Chief Minister's legal team can now go ahead and finally move for a bail in this entire matter. But looking at the precedents and how the case investigation has gone forward, it is going to be very difficult for them to actually go ahead and secure bail in this entire matter because he has been arrested under Section 70 of the PMLA, and since PMLA has been imposed against him, it is going to be very, very difficult for him to go and secure that bail. So over the next 15 days, in all likelihood, the Delhi Chief Minister would be not even in likelihood, it is now confirmed that the Delhi Chief Minister would be lodged in Tihar jail. What sources within the Tihar jail have told us at this point in time is that jail number 5 is being sanitized for the Delhi Chief Minister. Remember, Manish Sisodia is in jail number 1, whereas Satyendra Jain is in jail number 3 of Tihar jail, whereas Sanjay Singh is lodged in jail number 7, whereas also K. Kavita has been lodged in the women's cell of the Tihar jail. Now, Arvind Kejriwal, once he will be sent to Tihar jail, he would be lodged in jail number 5. The jail administration has already sanitized that jail. CCTV cameras have already been set up, and it has been sanitized in such a way that since the Delhi Chief Minister is a high-profile person who would be kept inside that jail, and hence it becomes utmost important for the Tihar jail authorities to make sure that he is kept in top security, and that is the reason why a separate jail cell has already been sanitized by the Tihar jail. At approximately 4 p.m. is the time when the Delhi Chief Minister will be taken away from here to Tihar jail, when he would eventually be lodged over there over the next 15 days. So yes, the big update that is coming in from inside the Rouse Avenue Court is that the Delhi Chief Minister has finally been sent to jail. The Enforcement Directorate has exhausted 10 days of police custody, in which they have taken his statements on several of the issues. There are more confrontations that needs to be done in this entire matter, and that is the reason why the Enforcement Directorate wants some time in their hands, so that eventually in the future, in the investigation in the case, if at all Arvind Kejriwal needs to be confronted with more facts, then the Enforcement Directorate has that time in hand so that they could take the custody of the Delhi Chief Minister. Remember, there is an allegation against the Delhi Chief Minister is that there was a conversation that happened between the CM and K. Kavita, who was heading the so-called South Lobby, and the Enforcement Directorate has still not confronted K. Kavita and Delhi Chief Minister face to face in this entire matter. So that is another likelihood that could happen once the ED finds more proofs in this entire matter, so that it could take back the custody of both these accused and then eventually confront them face to face, so that more facts and the exact timeline of this entire incident can come to the fore.
Right, Anshul, thank you so much for bringing us all those big updates about this big setback coming in towards Arvind Kejriwal, of him being sent to the judicial custody for more days till April 15th, to be specific. Also, it will be interesting to see how the first ever Chief Minister is going to run the government from inside the jail cell. Right now, shifting focus, CNN News 18's Payal Mehta spoke to Union Minister and BJP candidate from Arunachal Pradesh, Kiran Rijiju, about the upcoming Lok Sabha polls. He says that he is confident of his victory in the state as well as BJP's victory in the polls as well. Take a look at this exclusive conversation here on CNN News 18.